Hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about the paper SIMBA, which is Split Inference, Mechanisms, Benchmarks and Attacks. This paper was authored by Abhishek Singh and his colleagues from MIT Media Lab, Camera Culture Group, and was presented in ECCV 2024, addressing a critical challenge in MLaaS, which is also called as Machine Learning as a Service, safeguarding sensitive user data during cloud-based inference. In MLaaS, user sends data such as images or voice recordings to a service provider's model for processing, raising privacy concerns due to potential exposure of personal information. The paper proposes obfuscation techniques to transform data, concealing sensitive attributes while preserving utility for tasks like classification. It introduces SIMBA, a modular platform for benchmarking these techniques against various reconstruction attacks, providing a standardized framework for evaluating privacy utility trade-offs. So, what is the background for machine learning and privacy? So, machine learning involves training models to make predictions based on data, as we all know. So, privacy concerns in machine learning ensures some stuff like sensitive information such as a person's identity or medical data cannot be extracted from the shared data. So traditional methods like encryption are computationally heavy for large data sets. So the paper explores obfuscation, which modifies data to hide sensitive parts while keeping it useful for the model. So the concept of obfuscation is like blurring a photo. For example, is like blurring a photo to hide someone's face, but ensuring the model can still recognize the scene. Mathematically, it's a transformation that reduces the information about sensitive attributes while retaining features which are needed for the task, for example, like object recognition. So this was the introduction. So let's dive deep into the paper. So what is the core idea of the SIMBA paper, which is split inference? So the paper uses split inference where data processing is divided between the user, which is the client, and the service provider, which is the server. The client applies an obfuscation function to the data before sending it, and the server processes the obfuscated data to produce results. This split reduces the server's access to raw data and thus enhancing privacy. So what is a SIMBA platform? It is a Python based framework that integrates obfuscation techniques, attack models and evaluation metrics. It allows researchers to test how well different obfuscation methods protect data against attempts to reconstruct sensitive data, providing a standardized way to compare privacy and utility. The paper evaluates a range of obfuscation techniques categorized by their properties, such as whether they protect sensitive attributes, example gender, or inputs, that is like example entire images. So and whether or not they offer formal privacy guarantees. So like sensitive attributes and like all these can be compared, like Gaussian noise, Laplacian noise, Gaussian blur, deep obfuscator, max entropy, shredder, disco, and no peak. So what is Gaussian noise here? So Gaussian noise adds random values to data like static on a TV screen to obscure details and works for both attributes and inputs, but may reduce model accuracy. Deep obfuscator uses a neural network to learn how to hide sensitive information, adapting to the data's patterns. It's more complex but can offer better privacy. Formal guarantee, like some methods like Gaussian noise have mathematical proofs of privacy, while others rely on empirical testing. Mathematical formulation. The split inference process involves three functions, which is the obfuscation, where it transforms the input x, example like an image, into an obfuscated representation with z h theta of x, where theta are the parameters of the neural network. Server processing, where it takes z as the input and produces an intermediate output w, which is g theta of z. and client post processing, where converts W into the final prediction y of t, f theta of W. So the overall prediction becomes yt, which is the combination of the previous processes as well. Objective is to design h theta such that such that the utility privacy is maintained, where the prediction yt is accurate for the task label yt, measured by utility metric mt, cross entropy loss. So the privacy where obfuscated Z reveals minimal information about the sensitive attribute, or ys, measured by a privacy metric ms, where ys is phi of Z. The adversary attempt to reconstruct ys. The optimization goal is to basically have a trade-off where as increasing privacy may decrease utility. So the reason of the whole paper is to actually increase both of these factors while keeping utility and privacy both maintained. So next thing that we'll be looking at is loss function, which are inferred. While the paper does not exactly specify exact loss functions for h theta, common approaches in privacy preserving ML include adversarial training. So, and also attack models, where to test obfuscation the paper provides 5 attack models, each assuming different adversarial knowledge. So 5 attacks. These attacks are like puzzles where the attacker tries to guess the hidden information, where the first input, where the first attack is where the per student having a cheat sheet for the answers with the answers for the exam, while the second one is the one who knows the game and is trying to reverse engineer the solutions. The evaluation metrics, the paper uses 3 metrics to assess performance: utility, privacy, and computation, where I'll be providing the actual formulas and how they are derived and everything in the attached below in the description, where overall evaluation combines these metrics to find the best trade-off. So this is created a Pareto optimal curve showing possible balances between privacy, utility, and computation. So what are the experimental findings of this paper? The paper conducts experiments on datasets like CIFAR10, which are general images, and face datasets, which is UTK face, Celeb A, and Fair face, which are the one of the most popular datasets. The key findings in these experimental findings include data-driven methods, like techniques like deep obfuscator outperform simple methods like Gaussian noise in balancing privacy and utility. Split layer impact, that deeper splits in neural networks like ResNet 18 reduces reconstruction quality, enhancing privacy but potentially lowering utility. Attack performance, stronger attacks like the fifth one, which will be provided in detail, achieves better reconstruction, but their success decreases with deeper splits. Data and distribution, where more training data improves attack success, and attacks can work across different data distributions, showing their robustness. And empirical focus, where unlike differential privacy, which offers theoretical guarantees, the paper emphasizes on empirical testing due to the complexity of high dimensional data. This work in overall is really important for secure machine learning as a software as a service applications, such as facial recognition or medical imaging, where privacy is paramount. So by providing SIMBA datasets and open source code, which will also be linked in the comments or the description, the paper fosters community driven research. For students, it demonstrates mathematical concepts like optimization, neural networks addressing the real world problems, bridging theory and practice. Thank you.